Hey guys, and welcome back to yet another episode of It's About Time. Today we're going to combine a few different topics into one episode, which is what I've been really enjoying doing lately. First, I want to start off with what's on the wrist. It's the Hamilton Khaki Aviation, of course. If you guys didn't see my full review on it, go check it out. Just did it like a couple episodes or so ago. It's fantastic. What are we talking about today? Well, as much as I love my partner in crime, I'm a little disappointed with him right now. Why, you ask? Okay, so did a great episode, I guess yesterday, whatever it was, on demagnetization. The one watch that he didn't wear for that episode, which he should have, is his Omega Constellation. 38 millimeter with the Omega 8500, I believe, Co-Axial movement in it. Why should he have worn that? Well, I'm going to tell you guys. That particular movement has anti-magnetic properties. So there's a lot of things he didn't go into that I want to address on this little, let's call it a half episode, 85 and a half, 86 and a half, whatever we're at right now. So here's what it is, okay? Watches, wristwatches, mainly automatics, let's say, that get magnetized. Why do they get magnetized, okay? There are, magnetic fields all around us. There's a reason why they get magnetized, okay? The reason why is because a lot of these watch manufacturers, unfortunately, the parts inside the movement actually allow, I guess, in a sense, they allow... There are parts that can be magnetized, right? Why put parts into a watch that can be magnetized when you can anti-magnetize a watch, in a sense? So the reason why I brought up Omega is because in their 8500 series caliber movements, they have what's called like SI14 silicone escapements and other parts in it, other screws, gears, levers, that don't allow for magnetization, hence why the watches cost a little bit more money, but the field level that it's resistant to, they say it's magnetic resistant to 15,000 gauss. So if you want to walk by that oven, that microwave, whatever it is that you want to do, go ahead. I would gladly leave that watch under an airport scanner. Nothing's going to happen to it in terms of magnetization. Other things may happen. I was actually just in the store today. There's a gentleman called up with an Omega, so it was off like 30 seconds a day or something. And I'm like, it's a watch that's 3 or 4 years old. Chances are it may have been magnetized. Which, I told him I would have to see the movement to determine whether something happened. Maybe he dropped it, I don't know. But with magnetization, guys, let's not forget this, okay? There are a select few watches out there, mainly Omega, but now Omega's part of the Swatch Group, and what Drew didn't tell you was that they're going to be coming out with a Nivacron balance spring, or hairspring, I believe it is. I may have done an episode on this before, I may not have, but there hasn't been an official press release yet from Swatch. However, Omega is one of the brands within the Swatch Group, and they're going to be coming out with this special hairspring, and it's not going to be magnetized. You're going to be able to go longer between service intervals. It's made with anti-magnetic properties. Swatch Group is still one of the kings when it comes to parts, ETA movements, all these other brands such as Oris that you saw last night on the episode. They have to use Swiss Salida-based movements. And what is going to give Swatch Group, Hamilton is part of the Swatch Group, is going to give them the advantage is that they're going to have all this proprietary technology in a sense. Nobody else is going to have it. Oris and other companies ripped off, I shouldn't say ripped off, but cloned the ETA and a Salida-based movement, but they're not going to be able to do that with the hairsprings and the balance springs with the same properties as what Swatch Group is going to be able to put into their watches to make those watches anti-magnetic, which Omega has already done. Tissot, yes, they have that also because they're part of the Swatch Group. They have the silicone balance springs, especially in the Tissot Ballade, I believe it is, the Powermatic 80. So Again, magnetization, Drew, you really should have wore your Omega for last night's episode. You should have went into the Omega Co-Axial escapement 8500 movements. Those movements have special hairsprings that don't allow magnetization to happen. Let me just give you like a little analogy here. Take an alcoholic and then put him near a bar. What he's going to do? Chances are walk into the bar. Take someone like Drew, for instance, who does not drink really whatsoever. Put him near a bar. He's not going to care about going in. Drew is the anti-magnetic mainspring, and the alcoholic is the magnetic mainspring. Just to give you guys a little bit of a analogy. Anyways, let's get into today's topic a little bit. So, I'm going to be talking about two things. First is price differential, and the second thing is ready versus not ready to buy. Okay? So, we had a customer in the store not too long ago, and he had purchased a Luminox. And, I don't know, I guess it was a halfway decent deal. But again, I guess he went online and found that there was a better price for it on one of the sites. Joma Shop, whatever it is. Came in and really, complained to us. Okay, it's your guys' fault for not telling me about the return policy, for not telling me about, better price that's out there. Let's be real here for just a second, okay? No, it's not our responsibility. In today's age, and we've talked about this in past episodes, that's why I wanted to bring it up now again, was that you as the consumer have more power than you've ever had before. You could go online, search a model number, a particular watch, any product, whether it's a watch or something else. See what price you can get it for, see where you can get it for. There's going to be advantages and disadvantages depending on the price that you pay and, the warranty and the service that you're going to get. But at the end of the day, it's not our fault that you decided to pay a little bit more retail price and we still gave you a discount, and then, I found it somewhere else, I want to return it. Most watch stores have return policies where, no, you just can't get a return. You can get store credit or something, but you can't get your money back. So, the returns consumer responsibility is what I call this topic, is that at the end of the day, do your research before you buy a watch. However, when you do go into an authorized retailer, just keep in mind, you are going to get a warranty with the watch. Sometimes you need it, sometimes you don't, whatever it is. And you are going to get some extra level service that you won't get if you do get it online. And I knew that before going into getting my watch. That's what I did when I got my Hamilton khaki. I got it on Ashford.com, and I knew that, hey, listen, I'm going to have a warranty, but I'm not going to have a warranty on it. So, when it comes to things like that, guys, we've talked this in past episodes. Do your research. Don't blame the store, okay? The return policies are posted. It's partially our job. I always tell people, you can get store credit and whatever it is. You have X amount of days to get that, and once that's done, then it's not eligible for return, but we're still going to take care of you. Maybe we'll give you X percentage off another watch. We try to work with you, okay? The other thing is ready versus not ready to buy. And I have this problem. I can't begin to tell you how often. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just switching hands. We have customers that come in the store and, they tell us, that a price that they're willing to spend. And then, with some watches, you just can't work within that budget because even if we give an X percentage off, they're not going to get the watch at the price. But then there's other consumers that come in the store and they're like, okay, I'm looking for this watch, and we're like, all right, just take a look around. We'll work to see what we can do within, your budget for a particular watch. They find a watch that they like, and then you give them a price within their budget, and they're like, well, I don't know, I have to think about it. At the end of the day, I totally understand if you want to do a little research and then you want to be able to, think about it, maybe compare it to some other products. But, if you have a particular budget and you seem like you're ready to buy it and we give you the price, it just wastes our time a little bit in the store. And I'm all for customer service, and I always am, always will be, always have been. But, at the end of the day, there's just some customers that really pull our chain. They're looking at it, they're like, yeah, this is great. Oh, I don't know about the price. Well, we're working within the budget that you gave us, then it's like, oh, I don't know, I have to think about it. It's a little bit annoying to me, who's showing you the watch and trying to take time out of my day. I don't mind doing that, but if you find something you like, I get if you're just trying to research, but unless you've really worked, in a watch store or anything else like that, for those of you who have, you're in sales and you're working with someone, you're giving them the price, and they're like, I don't know, I have to think about it, and then they don't get back to you. It is just a little bit frustrating, but those are just a couple things I just want to bring up. Consumer, responsibility, listen, if you're looking for a watch, go online nowadays. You have more power at your fingertips. And, if you're not ready to buy, just wait a little time. If you want to get pricing on something just to see how much more you have to save, not a problem. I'm all for it. I always tell the customer, I'd rather you come in, just see what's, what price, you're looking at. And I always tell everyone, save up a little bit more to get the quality watch that you want. If you keep spending $50, $100 on garbage watches, you're just going to keep spending the money, and then eventually you're going to waste all that money when you could have bought the one nice watch to begin with. Anyways, that's my kind of maybe a little rant for the day, and I just wanted to kind of do another little half episode on demagnetization. And again, guys, listen. At the end of the day, with watches, you have to remember, they could be magnetized at any point, but why don't more? I just want to leave you with maybe a little food for thought. Why don't more watch manufacturers? I kind of know the answer to it, but I want to see if anyone else can maybe leave a comment to see if they can guess why. Why do more watch manufacturers not include anti-magnetic properties in their watches? And that's a good place to end off with this episode. Anyways, guys, hope you really enjoyed this episode. I'm going to cross off these two ideas for today. I wanted to do an episode today because I think Drew kind of butchered up last night's episode a little bit. That's what happens when I'm not around, but I'm going to give him a pass anyways. And at the end of the day, it's a little rainy. I was going to cut the grass today, but I'm not going to have time because of the rain and things like that. So I figured, let's just do a little something inside. Anyways, I have no idea what next episode will be. Maybe which watches are overpriced, underpriced. I have no idea. Whatever I feel like doing next. Anyways, hope you guys really enjoyed this episode. We've been just rolling off the episodes nonstop. Don't forget to like and subscribe and to leave your comments below to the question that I posed to you. I want to know what you guys think about the anti-magnetic properties, considering I did a little episode on it and Drew did a little episode on it last night. And, you guys can let us know what you think, what your comments and your answers and anything are. So anyways, like and subscribe. Be the first ones to get our content exclusively to your inbox or whatever it is first. Notification on YouTube. And we will see you guys on the next episode of It's About Time.